to take a little bit of time today just to tell you how amazing you're doing. If nobody's told you that in a while. I know that it's kind of a weird time right now in the world. And who really knows where it's going to go from here. But with that said, I just want you to know that you are doing absolutely amazing. And you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now in this space and time. There's so much negativity out there if we choose to listen to it. Whether it be the news or loved ones or friends. And it can get overwhelming sometimes. But right now, let's just focus on you and how you feel. And let's just get ourselves into a nice, calm place for just a minute. I mean, there's nothing at all that's pressing or due right now. So stop thinking about all the stuff you might or might not have to get done. And just really take in the moment. Just take a few breaths if you need to. I'll even do it with you, okay? So on the count of 3, we're just going to breathe in and release, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. And release. Good job. You're doing really good. And let's do that again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And release. Great job. I know that, like I said, sometimes life gets overwhelming. But if it weren't for those times, then you would never really be able to appreciate the good days. So take that into consideration next time you face some adversity. And really make a conscious effort to flip how you look at it and turn a negative into a positive. Okay? Because contrary to popular belief, we as individuals truly do have the power to create our reality around us. So, if you want to be in a bad mood, you can easily get yourself in that space and look at people to blame or situations to point a finger at that, you would say have created your mood. Well, on the flip side of that coin is the contrary, where you can choose to be in a good mood and you can look at all the great things that you have and really put into consideration how well you've done up to this point just to even be alive and to be where you're at. Because there are so many that have it way worse than we do. And it's easy to kind of put that in the back of our minds and just kind of not think about it because we maybe can't see it or have never experienced, potentially what it would be to have a actual very, very bad or difficult life. But if you look at the things that you have access to, right, your necessities. So, a bite to eat, or water, or, legs that work, or the ability to speak or see, right? I mean, how great is it that you can open your eyes every day and just see the beauty in the world? And you can really, in my opinion, choose how you want to make your day, right? You can, because you're in complete control. And with the system that we live in, with the blueprint on how this world works, your 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 job and your boss, it's really, really, really easy to kind of fall into a rut, right? And kind of lose a little bit of yourself in that. You might, not have the dreams you once had, or might have had to, put things on the back shelf to focus on family or loved ones, supporting other people in this world, as well as yourself. And that's all fine. But just right now, in this moment, let's just worry about ourselves, okay? How you feel. So if you're feeling a little bit down, or a little bit restless, just breathe in, breathe out a few times. I find that breathing exercises really kind of help cool me down if I'm feeling a type of way. Just realize that nothing's on fire, okay? You're not in a burning building. Slow down. Assess what's making you feel, bad or restless. And figure out what you can do to alleviate those feelings. Remove those feelings, replace them with feelings of comfort, peace, tranquility, content. Feeling content's a very underrated emotional state. And it's really easy to achieve it. I mean, you just look at everything you have in life, your necessities, right? The things you need. And when we look past all the smoke and mirrors of modern day culture, kind of what someone's idea of success looks like, we really don't need a lot. And once you're able to, get into that mindset and really live that lifestyle where you have what you need and the rest doesn't really matter, just defocus that stuff, you can really start to live in a space of happiness and content. I like to call it simplifying. Simplifying, simplify, simplify. We kind of think ourselves into a box sometimes. How busy this world is. There's always something to do or something that needs to be done. But there's really not. You look at the trees, for instance. Most trees were here long before we were, and those very same trees never move, and they'll be here long after we're gone. And we just spend our whole lives just chitter, 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 chatter, chatter, running. And then we're gone, and those trees are still just standing there. Let's be more like the trees, right? At least for today. Just exist in your own space. Worry about yourself. Find your peace. You are exactly where you're supposed to be in your life right now for a reason. And everything you've done or haven't done to put yourself where you're at right now is 100% unmistakably your journey, and that journey has been perfect. Because you end up or wound up right here, right now. Think of how amazing that is. You may have been feeling just really bad and terrible and might not think you've done anything with your life. But at last, here we are. Exactly where you're supposed to be. And my message to you is that it's never too late to feel happy or to achieve your goals or to achieve your dreams. It really is never too late, because we alone are in charge of our actions, right? No one else is ever going to do it for us. You have to make yourself happy. You cannot find it in items or people. Core truth to happiness comes from within. And it may have been a long time since you've been able to make yourself happy, but every single person has the ability to control their feelings, control their mind, make themselves happy. You just have to sometimes switch your approach on how you're looking at things. Stop looking at what you don't have or what you need and look at what you have. It really is as simple as that. And I'm here for you. And I want you to do the best you can, because I know you have it in you to do so. People may have told you no. You might not have support from the outside, but if you believe you can do it, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. It never has, it never will. You have complete control, and you can do it. And this is coming from a place of love, support. Because you are never too old, or you're never too young to be exactly who you want to be when you want to be it. And like I said before, we find ourselves getting stuck in ruts where you might have been doing something you don't love for so long that you've convinced yourself that you love it. And if you really do love it, then good. That's the goal. But if you're just not happy doing what you're doing in life, change it. Stop making excuses for yourself as to why you can't, and start approaching your life and where you're at in your life analytically. What can you do today to get closer to your goal? What can you do tomorrow to get closer to your goal? And be enthusiastic. Find things that motivate you and pursue those things. If you've got bad habits you're trying to kick, just do it. Drop the bad people in your life. Drop the bad friendships or relationships. You don't need any of that stuff. All you need is yourself and your mindset, because you have the ability to do anything or be anything you want to be. So far, you've done perfect because you've found this video, you found this positive affirmation, and it might just be exactly what you needed to put yourself on the path that you've always dreamt you could be on. And we don't have to start this today. Because first, to do anything in life, you have to be your best self, or at least put in effort. And your best self is exactly who you are. So in turn, accepting that. Stop listening to outside information or judgments, and know for a fact that you are exactly where you're meant to be in this point in time. And it is absolutely, unmistakably perfect. You've done so well. And it has not been easy. Who's to say it won't get harder? But when things get tough, you have the power to turn it all around. And it's as far away as your own mind to look at any situation and tell yourself, I'm happy. I'm thankful. Here's what I'm thankful for. I'm content. Look at all I have. Keep doing well. I believe in you. You need to believe in yourself, because you are unmistakably and undoubtedly exactly where you're meant to be right now. And you've done perfect up to this point. Absolute perfection.